everybody. Good afternoon from Piraeus, Greece. This is the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2024. And we're going to watch this opening battle here between Egypt and the Dominican Republic. So Group B, Egypt and the Dominican Republic. And also you can see Greece, who will be playing tomorrow. Obviously, Giannis Antetokounmpo, that'll be his first game. And this is a crucial game. Obviously, they're all crucial in the Olympic qualifying tournaments, but especially for these two teams, I think, who start probably as the teams that would battle for that second spot behind favorites Greece in this group. Michael Roll, and Michael, former Tunisian national team player, you experienced this 8 years ago. All of the demonstrations and everything that goes into it, and of course the dream of making it to the Olympics. So I guess this is a really huge game, huge opportunity for these players.
Yeah, opportunity is right. So the dream of getting to the Olympics, this is just a roadblock in the way. So it's a nice ride. These guys from respective club teams, still in great shape, got their rhythm, decided to training camp, and here we are. Anytime you put on that jersey and play with your friends, it's an unbelievable time. Here we are in Greece. Looking forward to it, and it's going to be absolutely great basketball.
Both of these teams made it here because of their performances at the FIBA Basketball World Cup last year. Both of them I was with Egypt. They had Amin, they had Asim, and Henrik Rudel, the former German with this man here, Nestor Garcia, with the Dominican.
Yeah, he's coming off multiple successes with many different national teams. So it's not just his style of play, but he's breathing confidence into his players. And anytime a coach is just breathing that into you, you're going to go out and you're going to perform at your best. He's got a lot of talent on his squad, so it's going to be seen early today.
And of course, Henrik Rudel and Nestor Garcia know each other well because they squared off at the FIBA Basketball World Cup back in 2019, and that was a big win for the Dominican Republic. It kind of ended the hopes of moving on for Germany, but of course Germany have since moved on, and Rudel led Germany to FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament glory in 2021 and split and got them to the Olympics. So he's a coach that has done it, been there, done it, but I'm guessing the Dominicans start as favorites in this one. So we're now going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Egypt.
Always a great time, Mike, hearing those national anthems. Just kind of puts everything into context that these guys are out here, not just trying to get to the Olympics, but also, you know, giving up their summers to play for their country. I mean, they want to get out here and represent their country, and we're just minutes away now from the opening tip. I'm expecting a competitive game, and so are these guys. I'm sure Manuel Mazzoni from Italy on the left, Julio Cesar Anaya from Panama in the center, and Scott Baker from Australia on the right. So very good refereeing crew for this one, and indeed we're expecting a great game. We'll get a look at the starting fives and the rosters. Dominican Republic, I saw them, they are always competitive. At the last Olympic qualifying tournament in Belgrade, and I saw them back in 2012 in Venezuela. You better come ready to play against these guys. And they have got some great guards in their team. Andres Feliz had a sensational season in Spain. Victor Liz, Angel Nunez, Christopher Duarte, of course, plays in the NBA. Sacramento, Luis Santos, the starters, and then Montero coming off the bench. Che Garcia, I'm sure, is happy with the roster that he's got.
Well, to touch on your point, Dominican Republic and their style is just hard-nosed. They just come at you all players, very aggressive, as we see Chris Duarte here with his season with the Sacramento Kings. Uber talented, great shooter. Just looking at him in person, seems a lot stronger than what I remember. He's probably put on some muscle, but he looks very fluid. He's got that high-level body, which is half the battle once you get there. And just looking at his jumper, it's very pretty as he's looking to lead this team.
And you saw Che Garcia, the head coach. Of course, he led Venezuela famously to the Olympics in Rio. Yusuf Shahada, Haitham, Anas, Needham, Karim El-Ghazawi, and Omar El-Sheikh. In the starting five, Metwale Jindi, the veteran, Helmi Gardner, Abdel Gawad all the way down. And here is Anas. He is a high flyer. If you're watching from America, of course, he played at Louisville, and just a terrific player, competitor. And look at his World Cup stats. He was good. Phenomenal
stats. Super athlete. Almost moves better than most guards. He's like a gazelle out there, rim to rim. He can push it on the break. Obviously going to be a shot blocking threat underneath the rim. It's very hard to control the paint against Egypt. They are missing some of their bigger guys, but they do have some big bodies out there. I think that's probably what they're going to have to play best against Dominican Republic, dominate the paint, because the DR, they have the guards, and Egypt is missing a few.
Well, they were impressive, I thought, at the World Cup last year, Egypt. I felt like Roy Rana did a great job with that program. They were never out of the game, and they were competitive. They came after you, and it definitely hurts not having Ahab Amin and Asim Marai, but you know, it's tough to come out every summer. And I know that Ahab Amin, following the World Cup, had a very long season. And he'll be, those two guys will be the first ones watching this from afar, cheering for their team. So Anas, big responsibility for him, and Rodel, not sure what he expects from this. Again, he had that success with Germany in Split, but that was with his native Germany, and got them to the Tokyo Olympics. It is a journey, isn't it? I mean, it's these OQTs are tough.
These are tough. You mentioned it. It's just a constant grind. You don't really get any time off as a player. You're going from your club season straight to training camp for this. If you're fortunate enough to make the Paris Olympics, you go right to training for that. And then right after the Olympics is your club season right again. So, hey, that 2 days that you get off, enjoy it.
Well, good late afternoon, everybody from Piraeus, Greece. We are underway, the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, with Dominican Republic here taking on Egypt in Group B. Also Greece be watching this game. Andres Feliz with the ball, had that sensational season in Spain. And the air ball picked up by Duarte, got it off in time, but now quickly the other way. Shahata to Anas. And a three-point shot. Feliz with the rebound. El Sheikh missing with his first attempt. Here's Victor Lees. So the captain missing from the right corner. El Ghazawi, the promising point guard, in many respects, kind of the future of this team. There's Shihada, the lefty, and that is going to be a much-needed bucket. Just kind of get that first one out of the way.
Yeah, great action on the offensive end, and then turning up the pressure, picking up full court. Andres Feliz, you want to get the ball out of his hands if you're an Egyptian defender.
Oh, and the ball, the pass hits Victor Lees on the hands, and it goes out. Was there too much zip on that, or was he just not ready? Here's Shihada.
It was a pretty high pass, a lot of zip, but if it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
You know they'd love to have Karl Anthony Towns here, Al Horford, but this is, again, without them, this is definitely a team that relies on the guards. Anas almost scoring with the lob, but doesn't get it to go. Angel Delgado also with kind of a thigh injury. Here goes El Sheikh driving. Oh, he misses the dunk.
No,
the lefty.
You can't do that. You work so hard defensively, you get the steal. It's going to be a struggle against the Dominican Republic. You have to put that away.
Just a 4-point swing. Missed opportunity. Could have gone up 5-0. Hytham. Good play from the veteran center.
Great step through. Egypt playing inside out, looking to do that. I think that's going to be their only real advantage in this game. Great game plan by Coach Rodel.
Luis Santos hands it off. Duarte, he's left wide open. That's usually not a good thing, but Santos knocks it out of bounds. I remember watching you, Mike, a few years ago playing, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in Rwanda against Egypt.
Yep.
That was a feisty game.
Oh, very feisty. There's a lot of old history, Tunisia versus Egypt. Egypt, man, they play hard. The Egyptians come at you all game. They took a huge lead on us, but we were fortunate enough to come back. But they're not going to stop, even if they're down big or if they're up big. Their pressure is continuous.
Feliz misses with his first attempt. Omar Sheikh now brings it up the floor. And he goes right to the basket. That's much better.
Miss the easy one, make the tough one. Okay.
Well, he's definitely got some game, doesn't he?
Yeah, watching him in the pregame, he moves like a big guard. He's got the big body, guard skills.
Arkansas State Red Wolves.
Some size that the Egyptian guards don't really have.
There's Santos getting it down low, powering it up. A lot of the Egyptians do go play college basketball in America. Here is El Ghazawi missing. Now quickly to Victor Lees. And El Sheikh commits the foul. Not sure he needed to swipe down on the basketball. He was in a good spot.
Yeah, if you just play vertical, I think he had a tough layup. Forced the miss. Yeah, don't swipe down. You said it. Hit him right on the elbow. If you're just vertical, he's falling away from the basket, going underneath. That's a tough finish. Just looking at El Sheikh, he's gassed already in the first 4 minutes. Maybe got to get that second win. So that's probably the mental error right there because of the fatigue. 3 Egyptians on their knees already. I can't believe it.
First one is good. That conditioning, you know. I mean, there is that advantage, obviously, coming into the OQTs right after the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little bit of a break.
Maybe
you're already in shape, right?
You would think. As a professional, it really only takes 2 or 3 days to get out of game shape. So if you're going to take 4 or 5 thinking you have a couple weeks until the first game, maybe you're just not training as hard. And it is the first game, first minutes. I'll give you a pass. I'll let you catch a break. It's a nice floater by Anas in the middle of the key.
That was a sweet shot. Offensively, Egypt looking pretty decent, getting some good looks. Here's Felice. He played some college ball at Illinois. He's definitely blossoming. Here he is, putting it up and into the lane. Sheikh actually played his club ball in Switzerland. And here's El Ghazawi foul. That's a cheap foul. Don't want to give those away. This is Anas.
That's what I mean by him being a big guard. That's a very nice touch from a big man. You know, he's nearly 7 feet. He's able to just catch and go up so fluidly. Guard-like skills.
Hytham looks for the backdoor pass to El Sheikh.
Yep.
Here's Duarte. Boy, that's quite an assignment for El Sheikh. Switch on to El Ghazawi. I think Duarte might like to go right past him. Anna switches on to him. Duarte gets it deep, puts it up and in.
Great control. Sets 2 feet, jump stop. Little hesitation. He's playing at his own pace. Nice little lean back fade. 2 meters.
Shahada. El Ghazawi knocks it down. He's not just an assist man. That's how his reputation. And Henrik Rudel's team looking good here early. From the corner, Lees. Nunez back outside to Felice. Nunez puts it up, high arcing shot, misses it badly, and Hytham gets the long rebound. And we're going to see Montero check into the game here. One of the stars, rising stars of international basketball, Gian Montero.
I'm super excited to see him out there. You know, it's a big name, his youth, coming off a great season. He turns 21 tomorrow. So to be 20 out here in this type of environment and being able to produce, he's such a good player. Definitely somebody who's I'm excited to watch out here.
And he definitely saved them. He got them to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. He really took over as their star in the Americas qualifiers. Played at the World Cup, so he's already got a lot of experience. Oh, boy. And Eloy Vargas checks in, doesn't rebound the miss. Eloy Vargas been in this team for a long time. Was in that team that played at the World Cup in 2014 in Bilbao, Spain. Dula inbounds it to Anas. El Sheikh, here he is driving in, and this time met at the rim. Here's Montero, just goes right to the rim, and there's the quality. You see it immediately.
Yeah, way too easy. Just a simple in and out crossover, blows by the defender, kind of in transition, a slow transition, so there's no shot blocking ability for Egypt.
El Ghazawi back to Anas, little push shot.
A little bit too far out of his range on that one. Almost a free throw line floater.
Dula trying to stick with Montero. Look at him again, hands it off. It's penetration, but this time Patrick Gardner comes away with it. And there's El Sheikh. Eloy Vargas, little shaky at the start of the game here, the veteran. It looks like this man needs to have a touch every time down the court. Here he goes again, Montero. Oh, gets in, look at that, boy. And this time Duarte follows up the miss.
Because of the pressure that Gian Montero put on the rim, you know, he draws on us away from the rebound. Duarte's able to sneak in there and get the easy 2.
Duarte almost getting the steal. There's Gardner. Broke into the team at the World Cup last year. Dula drifts in, and Vargas kind of swinging out the ball. Makes that call a little bit easier for the referee.
Foul for the Dominican Republic, number 1, Angel Nunez.
I know they called on Nunez.
Substitution for the Dominican Republic, number 0, Antonio Peña.
So Antonio Peña checks into the game for the first time, and Omar Orabi as well, number 55, one of the tallest players in the tournament. Did you see that story on the website?
I did. I read it. Great article.
Who's the other one that's his size? It's Kai Soto of the Olympic qualifying tournaments from the Philippines. 7'2".
That's what I meant by Egypt probably only having the advantage in the paint. You know, down low, he's a huge body. He's heavy. He's not going to be able to be moved. Good shot blocker, rebounder.
He played in that team. You played against him.
I have. Try to draw the big guys out.
It's just the one thing about Egypt, you get one of them in foul trouble, they just bring another one off the bench.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of the bigs. Look at Montero again. High arcing release. That time a little bit better. Jindy also has checked in, the captain, getting a hand up. And already, Michael, I mean, you know, this is looking like a very awkward game for Dominican Republic. I think a lot of people anticipated them coming out and getting on top early.
Yeah, and blasting Egypt. But I'll tell you what, Egypt, like I said, just super feisty, always going to be coming at you defensively, scrappy. So it's not too shocking. I thought Dominican Republic was going to have a huge advantage in the guard position, but Egypt has been able to take that away so far.
Helmy's checked into the game, number 7, and there's the reach, and it's Jindy getting to the line.
Classic veteran move, just kind of slow, play at his own pace, one extra half second, and there it is, the swipe down defensively. Just not a smart move. Keep your hands up.
We're talking about a guy that's been around.
Yes.
He has done it for a long time. I know there was talk after the World Cup it might be it for him, and as soon as the sun rises, here he is with his team. 33 years of age. Been playing for that national team since 2009, the FIBA AfroBasket.
It's a lot of sacrifice by these players. All summer, you know, you're pretty much going to get very little time with your family.
Ball goes out.
Miscommunication there. Montero driving the paint. Didn't see the pass, just expected his guy to be in the right place. A little bit of awkward situation. Got to have better communication between the two.
You know, there is sacrifice, Mike, but I think you would be the first to admit there's that excitement, isn't there, when you link up with that national team? It is fun.
It's the most fun for sure.
Oh, the Arabi! Goodness me! Jindy!
Jindy with the goggles, too, celebration.
Who invented that one? The goggles. Gardner gets a hand in the face of Duarte. Arabi with the rebound. And Egypt, a little bit of momentum in their way. Dula, zippity-doo-dah, and Dula gets in and lays it up and in. And we might need to see a timeout here from, well, no, we're at the end of the quarter, so I think Che's not going to burn it. He's like, let's back to the drawing board. Now down 8 points, biggest deficit of the game for the Dominican Republic. Eloy Vargas. And Montero gets the rebound. Oh, boy, that is, did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. That's going to annoy Rudel. They get the miss, but then he gets the long rebound. And I'll tell you what, Montero has kind of saved them, kept them in the game.
Yeah, he's making the actions here. Crucial missed rebound by Egypt. He gets it off in time. Free throw line jumper to cut it to 6.
Well, at the end of one, Mike, it's 22-16. Egypt on top of the Dominican Republic. here at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Piraeus.
So you see it 0 for 6 from 3 of Dominican Republic. That's probably where it is so far. Egypt doing a good job controlling everything. Crucial missed offensive rebound there at the end of the quarter to go from 8 to 6. But if you told me after 1 you'd be up 6 and you're Egypt, you'll take that any day.
Well, folks, download the app Courtside 1891. Get it in your smartphones. Just scan in that barcode, and you get those streams, schedules, scores. And Courtside 1891, of course, has been doing a great job. Download it on the Apple Store or Google Play. You know, the build-up to this, we've been able to watch some of these teams play thanks to Courtside 1891, watching some of these national teams, including Slovenia and Croatia, who we're going to see, and Greece. And, of course, they'll also be showing a lot of the games coming up for the teams already in the Olympics. Jindy lets it fly, misses it badly. Montero raising eyebrows here. His team needing his impetus. Here's Duarte, drives in, takes the bump, and ooh, careful with the finger wag, Arabi, at the ref.
That will get a referee upset. Probably the fastest. Hit him with the Hakeem. No, no, no.
That was the good from Arabi, who's been known to create some delays with the old jam on the rim, moving the basket. I think he maybe slid into him a little bit there at the end with Duarte.
Yeah, he hip checked him. He had his hands up. That's what he's saying the contest is. That's why he's upset. But the body contact down low threw Duarte off his path. But if you're Arabi, Duarte misses. You're saying ball doesn't lie.
I was just going to ask you, do you believe in that?
Yes.
Well, he makes a second. What if he makes one of two? It means it was a 50-50.
Means the referee was wrong.
Rafat getting some good minutes here early on. And ball turns over. Egypt, one of these teams, I don't know if you've noticed it, but their official names that we see registered through FIBA, which is what we see on the stats, are different to the names that they wear on their jerseys, so it gets a little complicated. Not for all of them, but for some of them. Arabi's going to go out. That was not a happy look from Rudy. Doesn't want to see his guys turn it over, and there is another bucket. Feliz. Well, he's going to be happy with that one, Feliz. And now the foul.
Foul for the Dominican Republic, number 0, Antonio Peña.
Look at Feliz. And I tell you what, that's almost a foul there, reaching in by Dula. And Feliz is just, I'm really impressed by how he's developed as a pro.
Yeah, he's too strong to let that small foul affect him. You see him out there. He's like a little pit bull, low to the ground. You can tell he lifts a lot, strong lower body, strong upper body. He's taking the contact.
But you said it, because so many guys are looking for the foul. He just gets out there and plays. That's what I like.
Yep.
And the miss.
You don't want to game the referees and always trying to get the call. Just go out there and play basketball.
And a Vargas. Oh boy, Eloy. And it's a 1-point game.
Great start to the second quarter by the Dominican Republic. A couple turnovers by Egypt. Poor setup here on this possession. A lot of dribbling by Jindi.
And it's going to stay this way. Well, Eloy Vargas telling his coach, review this, but I don't think Garcia is going to chance it. Look at Vargas there, they're going up, showing some power. There's Dula missing. Oh boy, good job there getting in there, Rafat. Yusuf Rafat. Montero gets it to Feliz. He's in a good spot. Wide open.
Just as we were talking so highly of him, air ball from the 3.
I think we'll see a technical eventually of one of these guys, because there is a lot of talking to the refs, looking for some calls. Game's heating up a little bit. Drives in and gets to the line. So Montero called for the contact on the drive, putting the pressure.
Dula taking what Montero gave him. Montero goes with the reach out at half court. Yeah, clearly foul on the arm. Great drive by Dula. But if you're Montero, just play sound defense. Don't go for the steal. You go for the steal, you miss. Creates a lane for Dula to drive, get to the free throw line. Egypt was having such a tough time to score here at the start. Then you just give him 2 free baskets at the free throw line.
And Dula, that's his game, isn't it? He's quick. He wants you to reach.
Yeah, he's attacking. He's one of the guys that plays super physical, both offensively and defensively.
And any free throws to him are a gift. Good free throw shooter, knocks them both down. Remember, the winner of this tournament goes to the Olympics. So you've got World Cup winners Germany, runners-up Serbia, Canada, who finished 3rd at the World Cup, USA, Japan, South Sudan, Australia. It is going to be, I think, the greatest Olympics ever. Here's Duarte putting it up from deep. And the offensive rebound. Vargas! Goodness! And 1. And this is, oh, he's got to be careful. Abdel Gawad talking to the refs. That's just great work on the boards. Again, look at that. Going right at Abdel Gawad. And he gets that foul, I think. I mean, obviously there's a lot of contact, but he kind of lowers his left arm.
What his argument is that Vargas created it, so Abdel Gawad was just reacting to the contact. I don't think he's right or wrong. It's just what the referee chose.
You'd make a great politician. That's a very diplomatic observation. Here he is, Rafat this time from deep, and Vargas starting to leave his imprint on the game with the rebound. Feliz and Jindi, El Capitan, knocks it out of his hands, picks up the foul, didn't want to give up a layup. Feels like this Dominican Republic team starting to shift into a higher gear.
Yeah, their rhythm is coming. Smart foul right there by Jindi to stop the break. Andres Feliz coming downhill. Very smart foul, able to set up the 2-3 zone now.
Saw that look at Henrik Rudel, 26-23. His team's still up by 3.
Most likely because Dominican Republic 0 for 8 from 3. Law of averages say they're about to go on a heater here the rest of this quarter in the second half.
Especially with Montero in this team. Here's Pena, wide open, count it! And just like that, we're tied.
1 for 9. Great move by Feliz. Get in the middle of the paint, slow down, find the open man.
Rafat. And the spin, the turn, and the foul, Pena.
Pena not happy, but it's just a clear foul. As we see the highlight, Feliz getting in the middle of the paint. Pena maybe overexcited on the defensive end because he just hit that 3, which was a great play. Don't get me wrong, but when you're on the block like that, just keep your arms straight up. Don't attack the offense. Some more commentary, Pena and the referee.
Well, Abdel Gawad getting the call this time, and he goes to the line. Anas will be checking back in. And one other thing you got to remember for these teams, offensive rebound, Gardner. Oh, that was a big opportunity. Look at Abdel Gawad getting after it, but Egypt come away with nothing. I think Gardner maybe was in a little bit too much of a rush. There's Feliz for 3. Still can't get it to drop. One other thing is these coaches really have to, I guess, watch the minutes, don't they? Because they're going to be playing quite a few games here over the next several days, and the bump, and that was before the shot. Dula, smart idea, trying to get the shot up, but he doesn't get it.
Back to your point, if you are able to get a lead in these type of games, yes, it would be great to get your quote-unquote stars, the guys who are going to play more minutes, a little bit more break than normal.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about the second game here in Croatia. You know, they have a heavy first hot 5. We're going to play 30-plus minutes. So anytime you can get them to take a seat, because like you said, you know, it's potentially 4 games in 5 or 6 days, depending on which game day you start on, legs are going to be heavy.
And now Liz comes back into the game. He's a little shaky in the early going. He's going to want to come out and keep this good, tough play going. And Jendi, offensive foul, kind of clears out with his left hand. You like that call?
I liked it. He's creating the contact with his offhand, just trying to game the referee. Victor Liz did a good job. Didn't complain to the referee as it was happening. Look at this, Jendi tying him up.
And the Australian referee did not fall for it, basically. Got a first-hand view, first-hand look here. Nunez back in the game. Here's Montero. So Rodel playing the zone right now. El Sheikh goes out on Liz, who drives in, misses Eloy Vargas. Nobody boxes him out. And Eloy Vargas will go to the line.
Vargas with the slow start to the game, but really has come up with a lot more energy, a lot more action. Here he is on the offensive glass, going for the tip. El Sheikh with the foul, maybe after the tip, but still hit his arm. Vargas upset with himself. You see right there, he's fully extend, get it over the rim. But okay, he's going to the line for a chance for 2.
That's not a good zone, though. I mean, you're taking away the inside stuff, and he still got to drive. And then you didn't box out.
The 2 key things. You got to close out, stay in front of your man, and you got to box out.
Vargas is showing some veteran leadership for the way he's come out here today. He has been great off the bench already. 6 points, 6 rebounds. Dula. And Shahada with the rebound. Just able to throw it off of Victor Liz.
Great extra hustle. Smallest guy on the court, able to get in there, get the offensive rebound. Should not happen if you're a Dominican Republic team. But those are the type of effort that Egypt gives.
And there's the dunk from Anas. That's where he lives. He is the high flyer. So Egypt back in front. Victor Lee's wide open in the right corner. That's more like it. Victor Lee's. That's what he does. The first real test here for Egypt is Dominican Republic with the wind in their sails. And Feliz forces the turnover. Here he is on the break. Drives in, puts it up, and somehow they conspired not to come away with a basket there. Shahada traveled.
Again, another fast break opportunity for Egypt results in a either miss or turnover. Here's the turnover. However, we're looking at that beautiful dunk by Anas. Great pass underneath. The high flyer, even at that height, can still jump high.
So timeout on the court. Let's go down to the huddle and listen.
You don't need to be playing in zone. No zone. We're back in man. We're back in man, okay? I want you guys to be in a three-side alignment, okay? So I want Shahata here. Let me have Shahata here in the corner. Karim, I want you to be here. Yes, sir. Okay? Dula, you're here. Aisam, you're over here. You gotta get open close enough. Okay? Stay away. You wanna fight? Huh?
So slowly but surely, Dominican Republic getting to grips with this game, Michael. And with 4 minutes remaining, they're probably not going to want to see halftime at this rate. They want to keep playing.
Yeah, poor first quarter. Able to take the lead here, 30-29, mostly on the offensive glass. You know, they're 1 for 10 from 3, but they are converting on the offensive rebounds. Here you see it, Vargas with the 6 and 6 in the first half, on pace for a nice double-double. He's ironically been controlling the paint, something that Egypt has to do because of their size. But Vargas being the man down there.
Eloy Vargas, Duarte taking a rest right now. Boy, just the more you watch Feliz, he's just really dazzling at times, and he gets it inside to Leeds, who goes up for the layup.
El Ghizawi just completely loses him coming out of the opposite corner. See the ball and the man, principles that you learn in grade school.
And Eloy Vargas again standing tall, not giving anything away easy to Anas. Montero, Vargas, and he's blocked from behind. So Anas getting the swat. But the key is to get the swat and the ball, and they didn't get it. Feliz again drives in with a reverse, and there is the putback from Montero. They're crashing the boards. 5-point lead, their biggest of the game, the Dominican Republic. Dula puts it up from downtown, only grazes the net.
Looks like he was looking for the contact there, trying to draw the foul, jumps left into the defender. Defender gets out of the way. The reason for the air ball.
Montero again, and that is a broken record. I mean, he is just turning this game into a layup drill. And just like that, the lead starting to grow and a timeout needed as Montero is showing his quality.
Just way too easy. Henrik Rodel in the timeout said, let's go man-to-man. Might have to rethink that, go back to a zone. Dominican Republic just living at the rim here. You see the backdoor cut from Lees out of the corner. Just a very heady, smart play from the captain.
Four down lineman, 4 down. Shahata, okay. Karim, good cut. as if you were screening, close the gap. If you don't have it, play pick and roll, spread out, okay? Hey, we need to get some defense stop to get too many offensive rebounds. Always second chance, we gotta go up. It's left, but we're not getting him.
22-16 advantage in rebounds, a lot of those on the offensive glass. And we also heard Coach Rudel talking about take a chance. What's he talking about there?
Maybe play a little bit harder. It seems like Dominican Republic is just dominating the heart to the game. It's all about your motor out here. A lot of times energy can make up for mistakes. Dominican Republic just living at the rim, that's all effort. Offensive rebound, it's just what you want out there. And Rudel touched on it in the timeout. Can't give these missed layups a second chance. You got to secure the rebound. Got an elevator action for Shahata.
And they get it down low. That is a beautiful play, easy, exactly what they needed coming out of the timeout. Honest with the dunk.
Great draw by Coach out of the timeout.
Well, Montero is just spectacular, isn't he? Oh, loses the footing, but there's Leeds getting hit, putting it up, and he's got 3 free throws on the way. Here it is again. Anas catching, turning, easy. Rafat. Anas with 6 points. And Victor Lees has played much better since coming back into the game. He's at the line for 3. Well, certainly after a shaky start, the Dominican Republic have to be feeling much better about where they are right now. And there is nothing but net on those 2 free throws from Victor Lees.
You can hear the swoosh. That's beautiful. That's the sound you want. Lead at 7, looking to push it to 8. If you're Egypt, obviously you want to cut into lead, but you cannot go down more than 10 at halftime. So now it's 8 points. You really need to win these next 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Try to get it 5 or lower. I think that would be the goal, but it has to be under 10.
Victor Lee is getting it done. The 6th oldest player in this Olympic qualifying tournament. It has to be said.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he turns 40 shortly.
Well, he's born in 1986.
No, sorry.
39. He's not as old as Marcelinho, who doesn't look as old as he is. Oh boy, another turnover. And here is Nunez driving in and dunking it. And it's off to the races now for the Dominican Republic. And Egypt, their own worst enemy, turning it over. And there's the lob, and well defended by Luis Santos. And again, another layup, and look who it is, Montero, who is just dominating offensively. He's now got 10 points to lead the Dominican Republic. Luis has 9.
This is what Egypt needs to do. He needs to slow the game down.
Shahada.
Can't get in a running match with Dominican Republic. You got to make shots, though.
Montero moving screen. Santos just kind of slid over and caught the young Rafata.
First action for Miguel Angel Simon Garcia checking in the game. Here we see this nice, beautiful fast break dunk from Angel Nunez. Just an athlete to be able to get that steal and run, but back to Simon Garcia. Really impressed me in the warm-ups. He was showing some super athletic dunks. Love to see some high-flying action.
Oh, just looked like he had a decent shot, but the defense was locked in and got the block. It's already tough right now for Egypt, trailing by 12 points.
Egypt needs to send a second defender. This is a mismatch.
Feliz pulls up from deep, and Jendi now has it. Guessing they'll hold it for one. Nope. Hytham puts it up, and they've left Dominican Republic an opportunity to get a bucket here at the end. And Duarte puts it up. So they dodged the bullet. But it's Dominican Republic on the strength of an outstanding second quarter that has taken command in this game. Look at the hustle from Duarte coming over to help out defensively. And the Dominican Republic outscoring Egypt 27-9 in that second quarter to open up a 43-31 lead at halftime.
The goal was to be under 10. Now it's 12. It's going to be a really big uphill battle by Egypt here in the second half. Dominican Republic started to feel more comfortable, really attack the offensive glass. Able to take a 12-point lead, even shooting 1 for 12 from 3. 8%. Wow, that's incredible.
Eight more rebounds, 7 more turnovers. Of course, leading to 12 points scored on turnovers for the Dominican Republic. Montero, Lis, and Duarte leading the scoring. Good minutes as well from Eloy Vargas. Well, they're the key players, rather, Anas Mahmoud and Christopher Duarte, and you see what they've done. Probably have not been at their best yet, but Duarte is starting to get into it a little bit more, Anas as well, and they're going to need some more from them. Best plays in the second half, and Andres Feliz at the center of a lot of it. Eloy Vargas. A couple of possessions didn't look great, and then all of a sudden he just started to dominate. Henrik Rudel saying, let's go. I don't know, Mike, what do you think? Is there a are we going to see a change in strategy?
I don't know what more you can change. You played man-to-man, you played zone, you did a little three-quarter court press. If you're the Egyptian coach, honestly, you just don't have the firepower that you typically have. You know, we talked about the guys that are missing, but you want to focus on who's here. So you started out great, Egypt. You played inside out. You got some good motion, led some open shots. You were able to attack the rim, get some easy dunks. But as soon as you started giving up open shots for the Dominican Republic, not rebounding the ball, just your mentality goes down. You put your head down, start to complain more to the referees. We saw a lot of that. So there's not too much more you can do except tighten up your own game.
And with the strength of this Dominican team being their guard play, it's going to be difficult if they want to put any type of pressure on them in the backcourt. So still a long way to go at halftime. 43-31, Dominican Republic on top of Egypt.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Nice play, finds Wenya Gabriel, and the king of South Sudan again with the rim rocker. Juba Airlines one more time.
Schroeder gets in, he goes fast. I don't think they were ready for that. And the blinding speed of Dennis Schroeder.
Holding on, he'll give it to his buddy. What a knob. Hey, remember the name. Doncic hits Horvat. No, it's blocked. Exum there on the read. Mills, extra pass, gives it to the guy with the big block.
Well, he does it with the spectacular save at one end, and then trailing down, Patty Mills finds him for the two-hand stuff.
Petrusev gets in for the dunk. What a great move. Shea turns. Alexander Walker goes in for the rim rocker. Schroeder goes downhill, gets it to the corner. Franz Wagner gets in. A little bit of elevation. Oh, Crostito, what are you doing? And the alley-oop. And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer.
What do you call this?
Between the legs, alley-oop pass.
Yes! I love it, Jeff. Yes!
I'm sure you can have something better.
Finding Bogdanovic. Turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovic. Troika, Troika, Troika. Well, coach, it may be Troika time. He's made the three-pointer. Then going into the halftime break with a 2-point lead.
Oh, a good miss. The USA got it. Bridges from the corner. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. A play for the ages at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bridges does the unthinkable. Ties the game. 0.2 seconds left.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
(43-31), Dominican Republic on top of Egypt, and a big reason why is that man right there, and it comes as absolutely no surprise. John Montero, well, just silky smooth, slick, and making the easy plays.
He was the guy I was looking most forward to watching, seeing how quick he really is in person. But his moves have been simple, but very efficient. Quick in and outs, able to live inside the 2-foot zone, really. Easy buckets, controlling the team. The combo of him and Andres Feliz out there. Ooh, one of the better duos of this OQT.
Yeah, I think we've had some questions answered about backcourts. John Montero, look at that, 5 of 7 from the floor, and he's not
6 shots in
shots.
the paint.
Yeah. But again, already, despite his youth, not even 21, just the player, the crucial player. I mean, probably Felipe as well. Those two guys. Anas, he's been around the block with this Egypt team, and they need as much as they can get from him. And he's got 6 points today. Started well.
If you're Egypt, you're going to have to see Anas try to get double figures here in the second half. He's probably the only guy out there that can maybe win his matchup one-on-one without the help of his teammates. Like I said, moves like a guard at his size, very rare. You want to see him try to be more dominant, look to put his stamp on the game a little bit more. He had a couple nice blocks, was able to get out and run. I know he's not a back-to-the-basket player. He's not going to give you a drop-step jump hook, but you got to see him more involved if you're going to claw back on this 12-point game.
So that's where he was scoring. No surprise there, although I have seen him put him up from deep. But I'm guessing we'll see him operate around the basket. And, yeah, it's a mountain to climb just because of the way the game is being played. It feels like they're only down 12, but it feels like much more.
Yeah, they only have 31 points. Just not that much scoring threat out there. They were able to make a couple threes early, got to the free throw line. But as soon as the Dominican Republic kind of got it going, was attacking their offensive glass, they were able to set their D, cause some turnovers for Egypt, some sloppy play.
So, you know, as we look at this Egypt bench, and let's look at, just go ahead and look at tomorrow, because Greece is the other team in this group, and they're going to play the Dominican Republic. Who has the advantage? Greece, because they've been able to scout the Dominican Republic, or will the Dominican Republic have the advantage if they go on and win this game and have a lot of confidence, but maybe they'll be a little tired? I mean, it's interesting food for thought, isn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be a couple pluses and negatives to that. You know, if you're Dominican Republic, hoping you can get out of this second half with the kind of cruise mentality to let your guys not play as many minutes. Maybe this is going to be their fine-tuned moment for tomorrow. But if you're Greece, you're going to have back-to-back games. You know, you play game day 2, game day 3. So maybe you come into game day 2 a little bit rusty because you haven't been fine-tuned. You didn't have the game today. Dominican Republic, I would rather play first game day and come out with that rhythm. Hey, these guys are young. You love basketball. Mentally, you're not thinking you're fatigued. You're just going to come out. You're going to enjoy this atmosphere. What probably is going to be a sellout crowd against the home country host. This is big time. So you're going to be fine tomorrow.
Well, the Dominican Republic came here with some confidence. They were struggling a little bit at the start of the game, maybe knocking off the rust. But they've had a nice build-up to this. They came here from Spain, and where they've been playing some warm-up games. And anytime you get that early win, I mean, it's got to be really huge for your chances.
Yeah, by no means is an excuse, but it's just a factor. So a lot of these basketballs that they're getting are brand new. You know, the OQT, they have new inscriptions on them. Probably haven't been used by anybody except for the 2 or 3 days of practice prior. So the balls aren't broken in. Maybe that's the reason for the 1 for 10 shooting from the Dominican Republic. Something you want to get used to as quickly as you can. Maybe a slight advantage for the DR versus Greece in tomorrow's game. Something to keep our eye on.
You say that as a former player, so you could really tell a difference coming out and
absolutely.
Just the feel.
Absolutely. I mean, as soon as you get here, you notice the balls aren't broken in. You kind of want the junior teams that might be practicing in the area to take one ball and just pound it for 48 hours straight just to try to break it in. Get some sweat on it, get the oils out there.
See some frustrated looks from Anas, of course. Doesn't have Asim Marai to go into battle with him right now. That puts more, I guess, pressure on him to have to deliver.
If you're an Egyptian fan, you want to see the body language better from your players. You know, nobody dropping your shoulders, dropping your head. Okay, you're down in half, but you have a big opportunity here.
Yeah.
The lights are on. It's game time. Let's go. You want to pump your guys up. That body language really matters.
So being in Greece, again, Greece will open up their campaign tomorrow, but later after this game, we just have a minor show, Slovenia, Croatia. That's going to be another ho-hum game. I mean, are you kidding me? Luka Doncic coming out, leading the way for Slovenia. Šarić and Hazonia for Croatia.
Zubac, Josh
Zubac
Nebo,
well.
the big man matchup.
Oh my gosh.
Zubac so tall, controlling the paint. Josh Nebo, a little bit undersized, but wow, plays above the rim.
They're talking about Josh Nebo in Athens I was talking to some guys. They're like, I said, "Are you excited to see Luka tonight?" It's like, yeah, but also Nebo.
Wow.
He's got a good name around here.
Wow. I mean, he's a highlight waiting to happen. The guy can jump so high.
So El Sheikh is, after sitting down, he's back in the game now. Patrick Gardner stays in the game. So again, turnover is a problem because it led to a lot of points for the Dominican Republic, rebounds. And those are areas where Egypt simply cannot fail. Got to do a little bit better job on the boards. And they can't turn it over. So second half action is underway here in the Peace and Friendship Stadium, Seth. And Dominican Republic with the opening possession, now attacking the basket to the right on your screen. Andres Feliz. Very impressive first half. Here's Duarte. Steps back, puts it up, and misses, but there is an offensive rebound. And it was good help coming from behind from Anas, but did they call it on him or on Gardner?
Patrick Gardner gets credited for the foul. It's a terrific defensive possession by Egypt, but you don't secure the rebound. Give up another offensive rebound. Angel Nunez getting to the line, knocks the first down. You gotta secure the rebound if you're gonna have a chance to get back in this game.
Well, Nunez takes his time and gets them both to go. Oh, he could be a factor in this team. Already is a factor today, in fact.
The 6 rebounds has been crucial for Angel Nunez. With the smaller guards out there, Andres Feliz, Montero when he's in the game, the bigger bodies got a rebound, and 6 rebounds in the first half. Phenomenal stat.
Sheikh puts it up, tries to get the foul called. It wasn't. Santos. Oh. Referee telling the player to get up. Don't try to bait me into that one. Here is Santos. Back outside to Feliz. That's more like it. And as you said, well, maybe the ball's needs to be worn out a little bit.
Got to get used to it. He stepped right into it. 1-2, set his feet, got a great look at the rim.
Gardner, offensive foul, setting the pick. Look at this. Feliz couldn't throw it in the ocean, falling out of a boat. Couldn't find the ocean, falling out of a boat in the first half, but he looks good on that one.
Yeah, that was great. Left, right footwork. Great release, follow through. That was beautiful. Shooter's dream right there. Open shots from the wing.
So 5 players that represented the Dominican Republic at the FIBA Basketball World Cup last year here today. And Duarte takes it deep, tries to get the call, but good job on us. And now the lob, great read by Lees. And now that leads to an opportunity for Duarte. And again, he gets blocked from behind, but stays with it. And the lead has ballooned to 19 points. And Henrik Rudel has to call timeout. That's a killer right there. It's a great play by Victor Lees. Good hustle, but Duarte sticks with it.
It's a couple times in this game that Egypt has had seemingly a layup, either the missed dunk by El Sheikh or a 2-on-1 that we just had. You turn it over. 3 4-point swings in the game. I mean, come on. Could be single digits just off that alone.
Timeout. Let's go down to the bench.
All right, we're going to play 1 down. 1 down. Screen. Patrick in the back. Go as far as you can if you can get it, but you got to trail and get back in here, okay? Safe on the other side, all right? Hey, step by step. We're still in it. Long time. But we got to make a stand. Come on now. Let's go. My position.
Well, Henry Rudel will be the last person to make excuses, but You know, it's a different coach last year, Roy Rana, you know, some different players, and, you know, at least Garcia was at the helm of the Dominican Republic, and I think it speaks about, you know, first of all, his knowledge of Dominican Republic basketball, but also some of the depth. You know, they brought Duarte into this team. That's been a big help. But, you know, this Dominican Republic team has been one of the best teams in the Americas, and they've been eating at the big table now for a decade in terms of, like, playing at the top, World Cups and whatnot.
And that experience shows. When these guys stay together for a while, you know, Victor Lee's been a part of the team for so long. You sprinkle in some new talent, some emerging talent, Montero. It's going to show, and here it is. You know, you're up 16 at this moment. Hopefully you can push it to 20 if you're a Dominican Republic fan, and then get your guys some rest going into game 2.
Odula takes it back to 16. Duarte. Duarte being chased by Dula. Nowhere to go, passes it back to Santos. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. That's a 2. Boy, that is a killer for Egypt. You work so hard on defense, and then you get their big to step outside and hit a jumper. Again, look at Leeds. His defense is elite. Now triggers the break, turnovers lead to points. And boy, I thought he was going to miss that.
The ball looks like it slipped out of his hands, but he gets the lucky bounce.
Philly's having himself a game. 9 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Here's Jindy, and he is fouled going up from behind by Lees. Look at this. Santos gets it off just in time. That was close. Oh, so close.
Probably not what he had on his bingo card before the game, a pull-up jumper from right inside the three-point line, but hey, he gets it to go. Nice memory.
That's right. And what did he say when the ball fell through the hoop?
Cash money.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Jindy. Again, more than a decade and a half of service to Egypt. Makes the free throw. 3 points. Duarte wide open, knocks it down. And again, they weren't falling in the first half. They're falling right now.
Same spot as Andres Feliz on the wing right there. You just can't give wide open threes to Duarte, the best shooter on the team. That's just inexcusable.
Jindy, an offensive foul, turns it back over again. Not bothered by the defense. Duarte just stroking it.
Shooters don't see that. They only see the rim. Defender on the side doesn't matter. He's just thinking about his jumper, sees the rim, let it fly.
That foul was on Robbie. So if you're Greece and you're watching this game, obviously we still got a long way to go, so it's not, but we definitely know that it's going to be this Dominican Republic team to face Greece. They're going to know they're going to be in for a game. They're going to have their hands full.
Clashing styles, you know, Greece super long, probably going to dominate the paint with Giannis, Papagiannis. But Greece has the defenders to stay in front of Montero, Feliz, Duarte. Guard play of Greece is elite.
Leeds, his pass intercepted by Dula. Jindy backs his way in, lets it go with the left hand. He got the shot he wanted. He tries to follow. But it's Nunez with the rebound. There's Victor Leeds again, and they have got the wind in their sails, times 10. There's no stopping them right now, folks. Dominican Republic are on a, if I can borrow your last name for a minute, roll 60-35. Look at this. Bam.
Another Andres Feliz drive, get to the middle of the paint, finds the quarter shooter. Beautiful step back by the captain, Lees. 12 points now.
And Robbie takes it deep and scores. Montero just so fluid, just like Feliz. Now resting on the bench. And Nunez goes down and throws it down right on top of Robbie. And look at Che Garcia. He wants some more of that.
We want some more of that.
Yep, we do. Jindy from the right. Good rebound of Robbie, who seems to have been angered a little bit. He's going up and throwing it down. Big fella.
Back-to-back buckets at the rim. First with the step through here, kind of loses control, but gathers himself with a nice dunk.
Nunez again from the wing. And again, another rebound. This one bounces out to Duarte. And well, I think he's surprised he missed that one. That was about as easy as they come. And now the pass to Jindy. Hands it off to Anas. And that's better from the Pharaohs. .36 points in the paint for the Dominican Republic, 24 for Egypt. Montero, a full meter behind the arc. But again, another long offensive rebound. Montero wide open. Good rebound, El Sheikh.
Egypt escapes, giving up the offensive rebounds, able to control that last one.
Ula stops, doesn't pop.
Would have been a big three to get some life back into the team. Would have got it under 20, but here it is, 21. Oh, tough. Oh my gosh. Look at the big guard skills with the drive.
Goodness me. Nunez.
Over 2 shot blockers, Anas and Robbie.
That's true, isn't it? You speak the truth, Mike. Right in the grills of the big fellas. That was very Paul Pressey-like. You remember him?
Yes.
He was a legend. Paul Pressey. Actually, was his son your teammate at Besiktas back in the day? Here's a turnover. Here's Patrick Gardner. And Ghazawi back to Dula. And Ghazawi passes up the jumper, hands it off to Jindy, and Jindy lets it fly. Much better basketball from Egypt. And now they do get it under 20.
Yeah, good teamwork the last couple of possessions by Egypt. This is how you're going to know. Only the chance that you're going to get back into is by sharing the basketball, creating opportunities for your teammates. That's what they seemingly have done the last couple times down.
Feliz takes it deep. He gets rejected from Omar Orabi.
Give me that.
Get that out of here. Jindy fouled. Arabi's decided he wants to play.
Spirited third quarter by the big man.
He needs to be ready to play initially. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that's where the Egyptians have the advantage. Didn't take care of it in the first half.
Let's have another look at that.
Yeah. Oh man. Arabi's probably still mad he got dunked on.
Che Garcia. Show us what you think, Che Garcia. But that's been replaced with a grimace now. He doesn't look quite as happy over there watching events unfold as Arabi gets another one. And Arabi, oh boy, had the ball knocked out of his hands by Andres Feliz. And look at Montero just gracefully flying through the air.
Challenged the big man Gardner. Made it look easy. The nice right-hand finish.
Dula gets it right back. Would you call Montero a slasher?
Yes. I mean, we saw his shot chart in the first half. Only 1 out of 7 was outside the paint. Even that was a meter away. So yeah, slasher, put your head down, get to the rim.
Duarte, 11 minutes left in the game. And they just are so good at getting to the rim. The advantage of, I guess, having the ball handlers.
The ball handlers, but that's just a simple mismatch. Egypt, you can't leave a Robbie by himself on an island. Got to give the big man some help.
Dula, high arcing three. You can count that. Meanwhile, into the game, Simon Garcia playing some minutes, number 14 for the Dominican Republic. At least we're seeing some feistiness now from the Egyptians. You know, and then here goes Montero again. Oh, just poetry in motion.
Living in the paint.
Dula has it knocked away from behind by Felipe. It'll go. Oh boy, I would have counted, and I would not have been surprised to see it go, but it does not. And 10 minutes remaining. The Dominican Republic in command. 68-48 over Egypt here at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Piraeus, Greece. My goodness, Mike, look at those numbers for the Dominican Republic inside 62%.
That's where the offensive rebound comes into play, you know, usually right underneath the rim. They've had the opportunity because of the misses from the three-point range, but they have attacked the glass, which has really stretched this lead to 20.
Well, that'll be one of the enduring images from this game, how Che Garcia is interacting with his players. He's sharing that enthusiasm, and it really, I suggest, makes a huge difference for that team.
Yeah, when you have that camaraderie, your coach and your players, you're happy to show up every day, you're happy to get on the court. These type of energy and vibes really go a long way, and he's had success on every national team that he has coached, including the Dominican Republic, so it's not a shock.
I don't remember seeing Dirk Bowerman doing that kind of move after he played, when you played for Tunisia. Here's Omar Rabi. Long rebound. Simon Garcia. Well, look at him drive in. Oh, shows he's human. Misses one finally, but again, just it's like a broken record. Long rebound. Dominican Republic. There's De Leon into the game. Here's Felipe. Simon Garcia. That just can't happen. Montero again. And another offensive rebound. That has to be frustrating for the coach. This is the 5th shot, I think, of this possession. And Montero finally gets it to go.
That's the kind of microcosm of the game. Dominican just living on the glass, getting as many chances as they seem to want. Finally, Montero gets the 3 to drop.
Andres De Leon in there guarding against Rafata. 3-point shot, no good. Arabi goes for the rebound, but it's Pena that gets it over to Feliz. Rafata, 23 years of age, was going up against Andres De Leon, who is one of the elder statesmen. There is El Ghazawi fouled from behind.
El Ghazawi will understand, as you develop in your career, you want to avoid having the ball in that situation so the defenders can't foul you. You have a clear 2-on-1 if you give it up. Instead of dribbling so much, allow the defense to foul and get a side out. You want to pass just to get it back for the layup.
Dula is now being guarded by Andres, who in 8 days will turn 40 years old. The only player older than him in this tournament is Marcelinho.
To be able to play that, what a blessing.
I know. Look at the hustle from the Dominican Republic, and the man that we were just talking about, Andres De Leon, comes up with the basketball. He's low in this moment in the spotlight. There's Montero. Pena. Bam! And Anas looking on frustrated, but it's been one-way traffic really since midway through the second quarter. Bounce pass, good play. Dula into the corner. Patrick Gardner counts that. Well, that's what he does. He is versatile, can go to work inside or out.
Big man showing a nice touch. Corner 3, a little bit behind the backboard. So it's a tough angle, able to get it to drop. The shot looks smooth.
Andres gets it to go. He gets his first bucket. A chance for a 3-point play.
Here we see the drive, takes the contact, the hit to the head, able to get it to go. As you mentioned, this is probably the best scenario that Nestor Garcia wanted coming into the game. Blowout towards the end. Probably going to get your guys off the court. Although Feliz is still out there, Montero's still out there, I would get everybody in off the bench. Let them rest their legs as much as possible headed into game day 2 against Greece. You want to be as fresh. Get your other guys who have been with you for so long in the training camp, putting in every day as well. Get them some action.
That's exactly what Che Garcia is doing. Shahada, look at that, still playing hard. The Dominican Republic trying to get those minutes, and it is appreciated. As you see Gardner sitting down now, catching his breath. But over on that bench, those guys are cheering for their teammates. They'd love to see them get an opportunity to play. Andres Feliz is going to check out of the game now. And coming into his place, Adonis Enriquez, number 24. Dula, oh, beautiful play, Egypt. How about that? And the foul, great play from Abdel Gawad.
Textbook pass, big to big, catches on the short roll, doesn't hurry. Nice jump stop, bounce pass. This is very fundamental. And of course the finish, the and one. That's where Egypt has the advantage inside.
Well, still 6.5 minutes remaining, 77-53, and one thing you need to do is think about goal difference. It could come into play. You never know. You need, if you're Egypt, you need to cut down on this deficit. So because it's in the fourth quarter, we're going to keep talking. We don't go listen during the huddles.
After this shot, you're going to make the free throw.
Although we can't still hear.
Well, we'll be quiet just for a second.
But I want you to be in the middle, okay? Shahata and Dula, Karimi on the back, okay? We're going, we trap here, it's no problem, but we're going back into it. 1-3-1. 1-3-1. Anas, you're here. Bennett, you're here. We have Dula and Shahata here, and Karim, you're here. Okay?
So Montero, I mean, it'll be it'll be a very different challenge for the Dominican Republic, and you know, just looking down the road for them, boy, what a heck of a schedule they've got. Think about it: Greece tomorrow, and then say they finish in the top 2, whether they finish first or second. Then they've got 2 of Slovenia, Croatia, and New Zealand, and you know, we were talking back at the hotel with some other people, giving New Zealand a chance of moving on. So don't write them off. Shea Ilienko, the Tall Blacks. It's you know, we've circled this OQT, you know, on our calendars like this is the place to be. We're looking for some good games, and I think we're going to get them. Probably Egypt again, maybe coming in as the underdogs.
Yeah, definitely the outmatched team on paper, especially with their missing on some players. But the rest of the teams, I think, all have a very good chance. You know, Slovenia and Greece probably the 2 favorites, but don't count out Croatia and the Tall Blacks, man. Croatia has an unbelievable 5 that they can put out there. Depth is going to be an issue for them, but going to be very ecstatic.
Andres again, his pass, and finally does turn it over. Abdel Gawad scores again. You know, Finland got up the other night big. I don't think who they were playing now. It was, it'll come back to me. And they almost blew their big lead. There's a 3 from Pena. So you can score a lot of points, but you got to be able to get the rebounds. You got to get the ball, and if you keep getting the other team the opportunities like this, you're never going to get a chance to come back. Now a chance, Dula the break, lays it up and in. Timeout. So they're not giving up Egypt. And I think really right now, as you see what your players are made of, if you're Henrik Rudel, which ones are going to keep competing?
Yeah, I always thought it was against the basketball gods to give up during a game, no matter the score. You want them to be in your favor. You got to respect the game. You got to play hard anytime that you're out there. I like that they're still scrappy, aren't able to get the rebounds, but okay, they get the steal. Forces Nestor Garcia to call the timeout.
Look at those shooting numbers. Yeah, I mean, Finland were playing Latvia the other night in Finland, just laying the wood to them. And then in the fourth quarter, like midway through the fourth quarter, Latvia went on a run and closed to within 2. So you can make up some big deficits. I mean, 20 points in 5 minutes, it's unlikely. But on the other hand, if you're Egypt, and if you really believe and you're backing yourselves, get this deficit down and go into that next game that you're going to have against Greece, and hopefully you give yourself a chance.
Yeah, Latvia, pure shooters, though. They have that ability to turn it up from the three-point land. Egypt, not so much. We haven't seen it today. Just looking out from the roster, not many of them are three-point shooters. So, a little bit different situation.
Yeah, also, look at the energy tracker. Went on the court, Dominican Republic plus 11, went on the bench. Well, I think we know who now needs to play.
But still plus 9 when he's on the bench, so.
Yeah, true.
Full team squad.
Plus 2 more.
Yeah, there we go.
I thought that was saying minus 9 at first because it's a different color. It fooled me. They've just been cruising. Yeah, Finland also blew that huge lead last year at the World Cup against Japan, and Japan had a lot of shooters. So that is important for the recipe. De Leon missing. Anas with the rebound. Well, you don't have to shoot threes. You can maybe get some layups and three-point plays that way. Here he goes again. Abdel Gawad turns, strong move, powering his way up against Montero. And maybe more than anything, they want to fight for some respect right now, cutting it back to 18.
The big man with another finish in the paint. Is able to get the turn, gets a nice roll.
Nunez, oh man. Boy. He's filling it up. Not just the dunk.
Yeah, full stat sheet. 9, 7, 1-1 in 25 minutes. Very spirited play.
I mean, they're only shooting 26% from three-point range. They've hit 7 of 27. Feels like they've made a few more than that, but a lot of them have been falling once they had the big lead. Anas, nice shot.
So now Egypt looking to full court press, 1-2-1-1. Kind of cause some confusion out of the Dominican Republic. Maybe get the ball in some players' hands that don't typically handle it. Montero smartly takes it back from the team.
De Leon. Shahada. Coulda, shoulda, Shahada, and he missed it. It's 80-61.
I know Anas is an unselfish player, but he had the mismatch, you know, had one foot in the paint. You want to see the big man try to get a bucket.
Good effort defensively. Shahada now with the rebound, or Dula rather, gets it over to El Ghazawi, and there's an offensive rebound. And I'll tell you what, the guy that's really working is Abdel Gawad.
Great hustle here in the fourth quarter. There on the offensive glass, you know, we mentioned he has a few nice plays underneath the rim. Just moving forward, Henrik Orwell, you want to honor that type of extra effort that your guy has given you. Maybe a few more minutes in the next game. You really enjoy that.
I think he's just probably a little frustrated knowing that, okay, maybe they should be losing, but maybe not losing by this much.
Yeah, the game seemingly was put away right at the start of the third quarter. You wanted to have a spirited start to the second half to try to cut it to single digits, but it went the opposite way.
Omar Hussein checks into the game. First time today for Egypt. Nunez missing it from deep. Oh, that's just can't happen. Look at that, Blanco gets it out. Enriquez, and that's the result of the inability to get the rebound.
That's been the story to the game. Offensive glass, another bucket. Egypt can't secure the rebound.
How about that three-pointer?
Woo! Quick trigger from Dula. Let it fly.
They must have 10 rebounds off those long offensive rebounds. And Andres De Leon strokes the three. And here's Nunez again. Count it. The dunk. Two-handed, just laid over the rim variety.
Another steal leading to easy two. Nunez shooting the passing lane all game.
Omar Robbie looking on, somewhat bemused. So Dula's continuing to play hard. De Leon trying to go for two in a row, and this time the long rebound gathered by Egypt. Abdel Gawad keeping it himself.
Okay.
And the foul called by Yep.
Big man taking it all the way. Said, you know what? I'm going to be the guard here. Gets the foul. But now you got to convert it at the free throw line. Typically the big, you want to give it up to get it back for the easy one. Probably avoid getting fouled. But okay, minute left. Why not? Work on your game.
I'm guessing the Dominican Republic are not going to practice tonight, but they'll watch some film, maybe, of Greece. Do you think?
I would think they'll probably wait till tomorrow.
Oh, they won't watch it now?
No.
Just chill out, relax mentally.
Yeah, by the time you get, it's 7 o'clock now, local time. By the time you get back to the hotel after you shower, you ice, eat dinner, it's going to be 8:30. You want to eat, let your players get off their feet. You don't want to bore them tonight. You probably talked about Greece before this game, just going over some overall game concepts so that's not brand new on the day of. But yeah, I would wait tomorrow.
Good quick hands from Dula. Simon Garcia bounce pass. How about that? Polanco getting in and getting his first bucket of the game. Eddie Polanco, 2 points. Getting some late action here and a foul called. You're going to count that? They're going to count it. And then they're going to get, oh, got to be careful. Just hearing some bad language out there on the court. You don't want to complicate it further. And I don't think it was coming from Egypt. Abdel Gawad is
back at the line.
So he's got a chance for 5-point play here.
You see what I mean, though? The basketball gods rewarding him for the extra effort here in the fourth quarter. He gets the foul, gets to the line after the 3-point play. Small reward.
Small, but much appreciated. He rattles it in. Got a nice look at his number. He's got 13 points, 3 rebounds. Final 24 seconds. Polanco fouled. What's Duarte thinking? Hey, I wish I could have played last year, boy. This is fun.
It is fun. The national team, anytime you can get with them, it is fun. The camaraderie, you get to hang out in the hotel. Practices aren't so gruesome.
Look at that. Abdel Gawad again. He is taken off. Get out of here. Goodness me. From the land of the pyramids, Abdel Gawad is dominating in this fourth quarter.
He's our Egyptian player of the game for sure.
Make him maybe have to put the C beside his name, because he has been playing like a captain. Great effort from him. He leans over and prayerful thanks. And Dominican Republic, well, they won impressively. A little bit of the shine taken off perhaps at the end.
Yeah.
Maybe more of the credit of Egypt with some of the guys coming off the bench at the end for the Dominican Republic. It's 90-77. The Dominicans win their opening game of the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Piraeus, next stop for them, Greece tomorrow night.
The score to this game, 90-77. You said it. 13-point difference doesn't tell the story of the game. You know, Dominican Republic came out in the second half, took control early, seemingly put it away. Plus 20 multiple times for a large stretch of the second half. Picked up the 3-point shooting there in the second half. They were 1 for 10 at half, finished 8 for 22 in the second half, much better.
I'd say there's a pretty good chance we're going to see this team in the semifinals after that. Look at that 43-29 rebounding advantage. And really it was domination until some of those guys left the court. They just had no answers, Egypt, for Montero, Duarte, and Nunez played very well. Oh, yeah. Feliz was just terrific. I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, he is just borderline spectacular at times. So there they are, hearing some cheers here in the Peace and Friendship from the Dominican Republic fans that came to support them. And this sets things up nicely for them, doesn't it? I mean, this was a game they didn't just want to win. They wanted to come out and leave feeling like they had played at their best, and they have.
Yeah, I think best case scenario for the team, you come out, you knock the rust off, get in a good rhythm. You don't have to play too many minutes, not so strenuous second half. Get your guys a good sweat going into the game against the home representative country tomorrow against Greece to have your best shot at knocking them off.
Still be a tall order, there's no doubt about that, but all you can do is beat the teams in front of you. They've done that tonight. Eloy Vargas, Andres Feliz, and I think it's all good in that camp, and you can see that Montero has been named player of the game, the TCL player of the game. Fourth quarter best plays. Digest these. Well, you've got Dominican Republic at the top of Group B, Egypt second with that participation points, but for all intents and purposes, they're now on the back foot behind Greece, who will open up their tournament tomorrow here in the Peace and Friendship Stadium. Well, both these teams came here dreaming of getting a spot in the Olympics, but really, you don't want to look too far ahead. You just got to play the game in front of you and move on. And the Dominican Republic have taken care of business here on day one in Piraeus.
The whole move they take